Now, I know that winter time is coming. It's practically here. And that means certain activities, outdoor activities, I won't be able to enjoy outside. But before that happens, let me show you what I got. What's going on, friends? So, I went auto parts shopping today. I didn't get many auto parts, but I got a lot of auto related stuff. For one, the oil filter cap on the Buick Encore is in a slanted position. Then on top of that, none of my standard sockets fit. I had to go out and buy a specific socket to go fit. And I'm like, okay, maybe I'm just buying the wrong set. So I went to Walmart. I looked at their sets. I've been to Advanced Auto. I looked at their sets. 3/8 only seem to go up to 19. But what I need is a 20. And I'm like, okay, I don't want to buy a whole new half-inch set. Then I got to go buy a brand new half-inch wrench. I said I got a regular set and I got a impact set. If I could just get an adapter. Nobody had it. Nowhere I went to had the freaking adapter that I needed. And then I thought, Harbor Freight might have it. But before I do that, I gotta go to Walgreens for some things. So there I went. And here I am. So I picked up this. I almost overlooked it because the first one I picked up, it only had 3 of them in there, and they weren't converters. They were just straight adapters. But these 4-piece adapter set are different sizes. And I'm like, let me check and make sure, because I don't want no hiccups. And that put a smile on my face. One of each, one quarter, 3/8, a 3/8 to 1/4. I don't know when I would use that, but having a set like this means that even though I don't use all of them right away, sooner or later I'm going to come into a situation where I'm going to need one of these. So, future proof. That's a good thing. Most mechanics know this already. They'll buy stuff like, do I really need it right now? No, but I'd rather have it now and not need it than to need it and not have it. If you know, you know. So yeah, I was so happy to finally find something that I actually needed. And it came with a bunch of other stuff that I didn't need right now, but will eventually use. So now I can use my 3/8 drive as a 3/8 drive, or I can use my short wheel impact sockets on a 3/8. I have a 3/8 wrench. It works fairly well. It's old as dirt, but for what I need it for, to get in that little area to change that oil filter, I don't have enough wiggle room to actually ratchet the wrench without feeling like I'm going to snatch a hose or something out. I'd rather use a 3/8, but I don't have a big enough socket. So last month or two ago, I bought the socket. Now I got an adapter. I'm good on that. So while I was in there checking prices as I do, I still didn't see any of the 1040. I didn't see any 1040 motor oil. I saw very few 40 weight oil, period. I think I saw like a 040 and a 540. I saw Pennzoil. I saw Mobil 1, Valvoline, Castro. I think that was it. It might have been Quaker State, if I hadn't said that already. I also saw Quaker State. But enough of that. On to the next. So while perusing the internet, I'm seeing all these videos on towels. Drying towels, wash towels, wax and polishing towels. And they're talking about how some towels are better quality than others. And everybody keeps bringing up the same three. Harbor Freight, Auto Drive at Walmart, and there was another brand. I can't remember it right now. So I'm like, wait a minute. I think I've seen that, but that was a little more expensive than the ones I usually get from Walmart. Don't tell nobody, but I scratched the car. I don't know if it was the drying towel or if it was the washcloth, but it picked up all the dirt. That's not the problem. The problem came in is when I get ready to flip the towel over to do another section, and I end up shifting the dirt from one spot to another, and when I went to go try to pick it up, I inadvertently scratched the car. I didn't see the scratch at first, but after it dried and I get ready to put the wax on there and make it look all nice and pretty, yeah, I got a scratch. Anyway, back to the main story. So, I decided to try Auto Drive's microfiber drying towels. I usually get the multi-purpose towels. I don't remember what the measurement that is. I don't know if it's a 4. I'm assuming it's not a 400. But these are very plushy compared to the ones that I have, but they still have that like flat surface on the back end. Now I did pick up a drying towel that was fluffy on both sides, and I'm like, nah, because when I used the other one like that, fold it and then use both fluffy sides, it seems like it smears the wax. I'm trying to do one take each section. I'm not trying to have to go back and buff it out extra long, apply more wax to get it. No, I ain't trying to do all that. So I get this one. Now where is the other towel that I have? Hold on a minute. So this is one of the towels I usually use. So it's got like a nice soft side on one side. Then on the other side, it's not so soft. It's got little grids in it. Well, that's how this one is, just more so. It's got more the flat side, and it's got a soft side. And it's bigger, so I can fold it more. They talk a lot about that. You gotta make sure it's big enough so you can fold your towel. You don't want to end up putting dirt back on the... Yeah. Sometimes I learn the hard way. But every time I mess up, I get better. And that's what life is. Making mistakes, learning from your mistakes, and getting better at what you do. Otherwise, there'd be no professionals if they didn't mess up. Trust me, your favorite person, your favorite professional, even in sports, they've messed up a lot, but they got better. Unless, well, we ain't gonna talk about the unless. That's just too terrible for me to even mention. I'll keep that thought to myself. Anyway, now I have ranted and raved about Meguiar's, Turtle Wax, and Chemical Guys. I still plan on getting some of that Chemical Guys wheel cleaner. But in the meantime, I've decided to buy a bucket. I already have a wash bucket, but this particular bucket, the only reason why I bought it is because it contains something that I would have to pay more for if I bought the individual pieces. For one, it's got Chemical Guys Diablo wheel cleaner. Now I haven't tried it. I tried the sticky citrus first, which I absolutely love, and I want to try this signature, so I'll probably have to order it online in order to get it. Meanwhile, I don't know if I have enough room. Meanwhile, I saw a Armor All wash bucket kit. You all know how I feel about Armor All, so we're not even going to discuss that. Safe to say, when I saw that, I'm like, no, not today, not ever. I'm not going to buy that product, even if they do throw everything in a bucket and try to sell it as a kit. Nah. So I kept looking, and then I seen the Diablo wheel cleaner. Why come they don't sell the citrus or the signature? I even saw the what's that, Suds Lab? They only had the interior cleaner. I wanted the wheel cleaner. Can't find it. So now I gotta look high and low, internet, and I gotta do some extra work just to get that one bottle. Anyway, so I haven't opened it yet. I took the little plastic wrap off of it, but we're gonna open this thing and see what's in it. Well, it's got a nice little top to it. Says Chemical Guys. Ain't that nice? I wonder if it would fit on my other bucket. The gentleman on DIY that advertises the DIY products, he suggested using a lid to cover up any remaining rinseless wash you have in the bucket and use it, save it for later. But what I was doing before I got this bucket, and yes, the lid does fit. I'm looking at it now. The lid fits the bucket. I don't know if it's going to stay on there, but I'll check that later. Anyway, so what I was doing was I put it in my sprayer. It's actually a garden sprayer. You know, just put some water in there and put your little solution in there, and go about your business. So it's sealed. It's got the rubber seal on it. Although this one is kind of old, I might have to replace it next year. That's not the point. It works. It works. I washed my vehicle maybe 2-3 times since I've had it with that bottle. As a matter of fact, so this is my bucket. This is my sprayer. I put my solution in here, and it lasts a pretty good while. I believe this is 2. Yep, I'm right. It's a 2-gallon sprayer. You might not be able to see it. Right about Yep, there it is. So you can get you a 2-gallon sprayer from Walmart, Lowe's, wherever, and you should be good. Especially if it's a small vehicle like this SUV that I have. Small, compact SUV. It should work pretty good. Oh, by the way, the spray test that I did for the rubber cleaners and the protectant. This particular tire right there, I did with the chemical guys. Nice. I like the way it looks now after it dried up. However, what I don't like is the application. It's too messy. I don't want to go through all that. Then I gotta wipe the trim off. I've gotta wipe the paint off. But I'm not gonna get into details about that. I have a separate video that I'm gonna make on that later. So let's get back to the bucket. Let's see what else is in the bucket. I'm gonna take this bucket off the table so I have more room. So we got a hat. Los Angeles, California. Passion, tradition, lifestyle. Premium auto detailing supplies. Well, the hat looks nice. I like that. The hat looks very nice. Let's see what else is in this bucket. 3 ways to join the family. Oh, is this stickers? Yeah, stickers. 3 ways to join the family. Stickers. Why they felt they had to put stickers in there, I don't know. There's a sticker of the bucket. Donut. Piston. I like the piston though. The purplish blue. That one looks like a orange cream soda type deal. Anyway, let's set that to the side. Oh, this is nice. I always wondered, when was I going to be able to get my hands on one of these bad boys? And it's in the bucket. This is the great. When you watch the modern videos, when they're doing the 1 bucket wash, or when they're showing you how to properly wash your vehicle, using the 2 buckets, and you dunk the dirty towel in the solution, and the dirt is supposed to get caught in the bottom of the grate. This is the grate. So I fill up the bucket, put my solution in there for my rinse, or if you're doing a 1 bucket, I guess you could do that too. And then when the towel gets dirty, you just dunk it in there and knock it off. Or if you're using a sponge, you dunk it in there and the dirt comes off and it settles to the bottom, but it don't float back up. Nice. So I got me a grate. Okay, all right. What else is in here? Bubble wrap. Well, it's not really bubble wrap, but that other little foam, the air thing. Ah, Chanel wash mitt. A wash mitt. In green. So we got a wash mitt. Let's see. Scratch free. They have to remind me. Scratch free car wash mitt. Scrubs gently with hundreds of plush noodles. Holds lots of slick soapy suds. Well now. Exterior. Oh, you can use this one inside or on the outside. That's nice. Okay. Nice to know. Nice to know. So. I'm gonna have to move this hat out the way. It's just. So we got a hat, a wash mitt, and some stickers. What else? Is that it? Of course, no wash kit would be complete without the soap. We have a 3-pack of cleaner. Let's see. A blue bottle of Total Interior Cleaner and Protectant. I think I have one of those already. Diablo Wheel and Tire Cleaner. Mr. Pink Super Suds Car Wash. Oh wow. All right. The last items in the bucket. The interior cleaner and protectant, Mr. Pink Super. I'm not saying on it. Car wash soap and Diablo Wheel and Tire Cleaner. Now I've seen some reviews on it. It looks like it's a decent soap, a decent wheel cleaner, but I just really like the sticky citrus better. I like the sticky citrus better when I saw the videos on it. Then when I went out and got it and actually applied it, that just increased my feelings about that product. Now they say the Signature series is better, but it's hard to find. At least all the shops I've been to, I can't find it. I can't even find it at Walmart. But at any rate, that is all I have for you today. So this is what I'll be starting out with next year. I got me some new towels. I got some soap that I might not use. I definitely want to try the Diablo. There are other wheel and tire cleaners that I haven't tried. I may try certain ones over others. I'm not sure yet. That's next year. But anyway, leave a comment below. What's your favorite wheel and tire cleaner? What do you prefer? Chemical guys? Adams? What's going on with you? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll talk to you later.